So we're supposed to present with Egor together, but due to my health issues happened yesterday, unfortunately, you won't see much of me today. But it's just today, Egor is capable to present everything himself, and it's going to be as much engaging as if we just did it together. But stay tuned for our future Lunch and Learn, so you will see me and other guests and Egor and someone maybe who you haven't met yet. So again, stay tuned. And on this note, I will start the recording button and give the rights to Egor. Oh, I don't think I have record button anymore. That's weird. I do. Okay, recording started.
I think it's already in progress. Yeah. Okay, so now I'm going to share with you what we are going to do today. So can you see my screen with mirror board?
Yes, we can.
Great. Okay, so I don't think we need to too much introduce ourselves. You can search it on LinkedIn. We are both Agile coach, worked with transformations, with enterprise, etc. Let's focus on what we are going to do today. So first of all, I want to start with team agreements. So from time to time, every Scrum team need to have team agreements. So this is the team agreements. First of all, as I mentioned, 45 minutes we're going to work on Miro, 50 minutes on Q&A session. We're gonna work with thumbs up. We're gonna add Q&A questions to the parking lot. You can see over here. So if you have any question, you just need to take a sticky notes and write your question so we can discuss it afterwards. So now I want you to go to the Miro board and in frame Scrum team, you should add your sticker with your name, your occupation. Yeah, and let's start because we need to understand who our guest for today. So 5 minutes. Let's start. Go to Miro board, add your sticky note. So for me, it will looks like this way, or Agile Coach. So please do the same. And let's have for this exercise 3 minutes, I think will be enough for you to tape, to add sticker, and then we can go to a sprint retrospective model. Okay, good. So 5 minutes, I'll put the timer. So guys, let's start. If you need any support and assist, or you just came to the meeting, please don't hesitate to ask me for help, for support. You can mute on and ask with your voice.
Hey, Igor, Sri here. Can you please post the Miro board link for me, if you don't mind?
Yeah, sure. I'll do this in a moment.
Thanks.
Igor, unfortunately, the password is not taken for me in Miro, so I can't enter into the Miro board.
You need to type retrospective as a password.
Yes, I've been placing retrospective as password, but it doesn't take.
Okay, so maybe you can ask me and I will add a sticky note for you. So
Sure,
could we...
Lydia.
So could you say your name and your occupation?
Sure, Lydia, Lidia, Scrum Master.
Master. One more time, your name, please.
Yes, it's Lidia.
Like this?
Yes.
Okay, sounds good. And one more thing, please, to add how you got to this event. So what was maybe it was social media, maybe it was just a friend invite. So this also will be important for us to analyze it afterwards.
Yes, I was invited by you through LinkedIn.
Okay, I'll put LinkedIn. Okay, one more minute and let's move on. Okay, guys.
Okay, then maybe please add also sticker for me because it somehow does not works from the phone. I am Bogdan. I am CTO, and I got invitation and Bee Agile group in Telegram.
Okay, Bogdan, welcome.
Yeah, nice to see you.
Okay, I see we're almost done. Do you guys need any 20, 30 seconds to finish? Okay, I think we're done with this. So let's start a bit of theory about a retrospective. So as you can see here, it kind of you can use actually a retrospective not only for working with the team members, but you can use it as well as for working with yourself. For example, you finish a project, you finished work with your team, so you need to understand how process are going with your team. Are you fine with your process, or you need some improvements? So you need to analyze, to make some hypotheses to understand what worked well, what can be improved, how can we improve as a team, how can I improve as a leader. So treat a retrospective as a possibility to self-improve as a leader and to improve your collaboration within your team, maybe within your leadership team, maybe on top management level. So think, not only move out of the boundaries, not think like a Scrum, there is a framework, there is a Scrum meetings, and that's it. And from Scrum, we know that it's possibility to inspect and adapt. And for having inspected and adaptation, you just need to follow some rules, right? So you need to have a time box. For retrospective, it's about, from my practice, it took from 1 to 2 till 2 hours for one sprint of 2 weeks. And this is a good time to self-reflect, a good time to understand how can we be better as a team. So we have another one exercise that I'd like you to participate. I need to know what are your expectations. So let's have 5 minutes, and you take a sticky notes. Here in Miro, write your name and your expectations. Kind of what you would like to learn today, what you maybe you have some problems and you want to know an answer for your issue, or you have some impediments with your team, so you need to understand how to improve, how to make it solvable. So just write, and let's have about 5 minutes for this exercise. 4 minutes is okay. So let's start. And for those who don't have possibility to enter to the Miro, please ask me, and I'll add it for you. Just use your voice.
Yeah, Sri here. I can volunteer as well. You can put a text to me.
Yeah.
Igor,
What is your name?
Hope you don't mind. My name is Sri.
Could you letter by letter, because it's difficult to
What I'm
understand
saying is
how it...
I can volunteer as well. People can put a text to me. I can write it for them in Miro.
Yeah, sure.
Hope you don't mind.
Yeah, let's do this. Yeah, sure. Let's do this way. Just add to the chat your expectations, your name, so our colleague could help us to edit.
Yes, in the chat I put my expectations. I'm under Lydia, and it's to ameliorate conflict resolution, how to better resolve, come to resolutions, and ameliorate conflicts.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, Lydia, just for your awareness, you sent it to me as a direct message. So I wasn't sure if it's for the group or just for me personally, which looks like it's for the group.
Yes, it is for the group, Alina. Thank you.
Okay, so you can have maybe 1, 2, 3 expectations, and don't forget about the parking lot, where we can also add some extra questions during this presentation. We still have about 20 minutes for some exercises, and then we should move to the Q&A session. So 2 more minutes for your expectations, and then let's move on. Okay, I'll try to read it. Okay, Max, I see your expectation. You just want to learn. So yeah, it's basically we don't have any limitations. You could be beginner, or you can be advanced level. No matter, any of us should take some value from this event. Okay, great. I see some requests for facilitations to make it more effective. Basically, we're going to share with you some facilitation tools that can also be a good start for you to improve your retrospective. I see Art. He wants to make people talk. Okay, sounds good. Facilitate better retrospective. Yeah, great. Okay, Bogdan, understand how to manage sprints in case when a team sells services to customers and not produces product. Okay, 3 for teams. Okay, I'll try also to give a few words on this as well. Okay, anything else? I see we should be like here about 8 participants. So I see here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 2 more expectations. If you need support, just write to the chat so we can add it to the Miro. So yeah, 2 more, and we're done with this. Okay, so for questions, I would propose you to move this question to Q&A session. But actually, I'm going to tell you more about the Canvas. So I'll try to focus more on facilitation tools, because I see most of you are interested in facilitating events. Okay, good. So let's move on. Let's go to the Scrum team retrospective Canvas. So Canvas is actually a good example, a good tool for you to prepare as a facilitator to prepare for a retrospective meetup. So any of us, Scrum Master, Agile Coach, Manager, we should prepare for a retrospective in advance. And for having a good retrospective, effective, productive retrospective, really, we need to focus on preparation. So, 2-3 hours for preparation is required for a good retrospective. From my experience, actually, and basically it's no matter what kind of tool you're gonna use, but Canvas is a good one for preparation. So what I would propose is to have 8 minutes for you guys just to go through the retrospective Canvas. Just to go through it, check it, and put some sticky notes on it. For think like you a facilitator, you need to prepare for a retrospective meetup. So you have like 7 minutes to prepare using this team Canvas. So let's start, and every of us going to add some sticky notes for the outcomes, retro improvement ideas, so we can collaborate with each other, and then we're going to discuss what are the cool ideas, what are the good tools for us as facilitators. So let's start. 7-8 minutes for you to go through the Canvas tool and to add your sticky notes. Yeah, and during this, you can ask question, you can discuss, treat yourself as a self-organized team. So we all here, you guys 8 people, and me and Aina here for you, especially for you, to help you to understand this tool. And you as a team, you can start collaboration and work as a team on the retrospective Canvas. So let's start. So let me start. Maybe you need to see how it can be done. So lesson outcome, it can be some action points, some real action points that you're gonna do. And for a retrospective to be efficient one, you need to have action point. You need to have a responsible person or responsible team members, and you need someone to monitor the progress of of those action items. So I'll put it like action items for outcome. Here you can see how happy you are with the retro. Yeah, you can ask a team member after the meeting, like 5 minutes before end of the retrospective. You can ask feedback from team members. Ask them, are they happy with the retro? Do we need some improvements on a retrospective? Because sometimes we really need to improve our retrospective. We need to make a retrospective on our retrospective. And here is a good stuff. You can use some smile, some emoji, whatever you wish. And this is what outcome of retro on retro. It can be some retro ideas. How can you improve your retrospective? And some action item. What is action item? For example, in one of our retrospective, we had some problems with impediments. Yeah, let it be like impediment item. And for this impediment item to be improved, we need owner. For instance, it can be a Scrum Master, Agile Coach, whatever. And when or how will you know that it is done? Yeah, what is the definition of done for an action item? Because it's important to understand when the item is done. So it's kind of definition of done for the item. Yeah. So yeah, you can use this Canvas tool to make your preparation for the retro, for during the retro, and by the end of the day, you can items, Jira items, Kanban, whatever you are using. So 2 more minutes for you to go through this tool, and then we can go and you can ask some questions if you need some clarification on this tool. And here, after the meeting, we're going to share with you some PDFs with Canvas, with some facilitation tools that you can use for your retrospective. Okay, 1 more minute. Okay, so I propose to start discussion because our meeting, especially for discussion, collaboration. So who wanna start? I see some action points. I see some ideas. So guys, you as an owner of those stickers, could you please present it so every of us could understand what is going on? Okay, I see action point communication. Could you please add some more details on this, please?
Hey guys, do you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah, right, cool. So actually, I have a big pain, so it's all about the communication, right, as usual. But the fact is that my Scrum Masters has reported that all the adapts are not speaking when we're talking about like when we have this communication stuff, you know, like retrospective. Actually, or mostly Scrum Master or product owners speak a lot, but devs not. Maybe perhaps they are shy, or maybe they have nothing to say, or maybe they just like introverts, you know. And this is the deal. So we need to. So actually, this is my expectation to understand what can we do else to make people talk, because on the retrospective, when you're assessing what was good in the sprint or was not, or we can improve some of the, we have some ideas like how to improve one or two, but mostly people just don't speak, and that's the problem, because we don't understand, or everything is good or everything is bad. So if you are talking with them like directly, so very communicative persons, you can communicate, you can talk about everything. But on the Teams meeting, so they are not speaking. That's the problem. So actually, action point is just to communicate, how to make people to communicate between themselves and management and stuff like that. Management, in my case, I mean like Scrum Master or POs and stuff like that. We have tried a couple of ideas just to make people to make them responsible for one topic and to discuss this topic, but it doesn't work actually. So that's the purpose for me for that session, just to maybe I can advise something from your experience, or maybe we need to use any kind of techniques or tools in order to get this thing done. So yeah, that's the case. If you know what I'm saying, makes sense.
Sorry, guys, can I? Yeah, can I jump in and just clarify? So, no, you said you discussed how to improve it. Did you discuss it with your POs only, or you discussed with the guys who you want to communicate more? You discussed also with them, right?
All right. So actually, this meeting actually is for devs, right? So what we need from them as a result of this meeting, just to get any action points, what we need to improve from an organizational point of view. So we are not speaking about features, we are not speaking about user stories, stuff like that. So we are speaking only just how comfortable they are with all what happens, what we can improve, what we need to do from the management side, for example, for them, in order to be a peaceful atmosphere in the team, you know what I'm saying? But when we are trying to talk about that, when we are asking them, for example, hey guys, what was bad in the last sprint? So maybe you have any constraints or any impediments, any issues, they don't speak. So it seems, from the other hand, it seems like everything is good, right? But from the other hand, I want to hear them, because one more time, so when we are speaking with them directly, they can do everything, they can provide a lot of feedback. But when we are when we are facing in the team as a team meeting, so they don't speak, and that's the paradox, you know what I'm saying? And communication, actually, yeah, because the Scrum Masters or product owners, they're just asking, they are discussing some topics, they are discussing some action points from the last sprint, what was improved based on last meeting and stuff like that. And that's it. So actually, as a result, we have like Scrum Masters speaking, product owners speaking, but no devs. And I would like to change that stuff. I would like devs to speak more than Scrum Master or POs, because it's a meeting for them, but not for the PO or Scrum Master, from my point of view. So that's the case. I'm not speaking that it happens. Sorry, I'm not speaking that it happens like every sprint, but most of the sprints it happened in this way. They just, yeah, all good, agree, and nothing more. Make sense?
Guys, I'm sorry to interrupt you. Let's move to other issues, and then we go back to those issues, so we can understand, because we don't have too much time today. Maybe we're gonna have extra one session, but we will see. So I'll put it for parking lot. Okay. So let's move to the next one. So we have some ideas to provide a leadership of the topic. So could you give some more details on this, please? Yeah, who is the owner of this one? Ideas, retro improvement ideas.
Yeah, it's me as well. So actually, I just point the action item, I just point the ideas, potentially, yes, I don't know. Yeah, no, one element. So all this free connected.
Okay, so is this the same item, right? So you put like ideas, how can you improve this communication issue, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, sounds good. Then I'll put it in this way. Okay, who was the owner of impediment to make devs to discuss more between them? Oh, it's also yours, right?
Yep, all free connected.
Great. I thought it's different people. Okay, guys, any other issues that you'd like to discuss during this meeting? Because we still have 7-8 minutes for discussion, and then we move to Q&A session. Okay, before we move to facilitation tools, I'd like you to have two sources for getting more events from us. First one is from Telegram. You can join the Telegram through this link. And second one, you can go to the LinkedIn group, so we can keep in connection with you. And other meetups are going to be public on those groups in Telegram and on LinkedIn group. So if you are not here, just join through those two links, so you could be stay in touch with us. So until you go to our groups, I want to go to some to move to some facilitation, because some request really was linked to the facilitation tools. Okay, so one of the facilitation tool, you can use a different one, but what we just, for example, here we have a canvas tool. We can use, for example, take a Kanban board. Yeah. In Kanban board, we can have a backlog of backlog of items. Here we can have what we need to improve. Here we can put how can we improve. And here we can have action items. It's really simple one. It can be used from your Kanban board. You don't need much, special knowledge in this, right? And let's go to how can we make a retrospective, including some, some stuff, some techniques. So what we need to do, we need to make people engaged. Yeah, how can we engage them? This is a good question. I had actually the same issue like Art mentioned. Developers didn't talk too much during the retrospective meetings. They were not so engaged. What I changed, I made the retrospective more like fun. I add some fun to retrospective meeting. How can it be done for
sorry, Egor,
case?
Egor, sorry, but can you provide like just an example of fun retrospective? Just what you did, and what was the result?
Well, result was that I started with this fun. I asked some questions that not really kind of working questions. It can be like, how was your weekend? Put some sticky notes, put some emotions, some emoji. How was your weekend? For example, it makes brain to work in a more creative way, because we don't need to be too much focused just on the work. We need to focus on the people, not process, because the most important stuff is to focus on people. To make a good connection with them, to ask them how do they feel about their emotions, right? What I did for my specific case, I added a special scale of emotions from 1 to 10. And I asked my team members, guys, how did you feel about this sprint? What was your emotions? Was you maybe too much overloaded? Was maybe you feel negatively? Why? And then I asked why you feel this way. And we discussed like it was too much tasks, or product owner was not so unstable, he was too busy to answer my questions, etc. And we discuss all those problems because we need to understand what is the scale of emotions of our team members. And after understand what is the scale, why I can ask, why do you feel this way? Maybe some people, they're not ready to discuss it during the retro. If they're not ready to discuss, ask them to have one-on-one meeting with you. And on one-on-one meeting, you can ask your team members more. Ask them how do they feel, why are they so sad, yeah, or why they are so happy. It also can be asked. So we need to understand what is the emotional scale of our team. We can use kind of average of emotional state of the team. And what I did at every retrospective, I made a big scale of emotions from sprint to sprint. Like I put average of emotions, and if it was increased, it was good for us as a team because we are more energy, we are more resourceful. But if it decreased, it means that something needs to be changed. So maybe we get too much work to the sprint, whatever. Am I clear, Art?
It's clear, but I think maybe on the Q&A session we'll discuss a little bit in details, because here we have like a couple of stuff which we can do. First of all, we don't have a lot of time. I mean, we can dedicate like 2 hours per sprint, just because we have always crazy deadlines. So we literally don't have time to do that, because a lot of stuff to do, a lot of stuff to check, and so like usual stuff. So first of all, it's a time constraint, because we don't have like 2 hours to discuss all this stuff. The second is I'm agree with emotional scale and stuff like that, but it's images, but so even if he is upset, I'm just asking like, what brings you to the upset mode? He said, no, it's all good, just tired, and that's it. But it's this I'm tired, it doesn't bring me any value.
Yeah, let's take to get us a lot of details so we can work in a group to help you with your issue, okay?
Yep.
And actually, one of the team members, participants, provided his feedback, like asking questions during retrospective with icebreaker could help you with communication. Yeah. Okay, so what else how can we improve our retro? A good thing is to start from previous actions, because we as a team, we need to understand that we did some progress. We managed to do some, some stuff. Because if we take too much action points, but we have zero progress on this, what's going to happen? Most people are going to be demotivated. They would not see any value from a retrospective. So we need to share our wins. Say like, after previous retrospective, we managed to do this, and this. Because of previous retrospective, we found this impediment. We solved it, or we are in progress to solve it during the next retrospective. So make those retrospective interconnected to each other. Start your meeting with the progress of your previous retro, okay? Also, a good principle is Kaizen, right? Kaizen is a Japan principle. It's one step of improvement every day. It means that in 1 year, you're going to have 365% of improvements on your process improvements. So every day you should be aware how we improved ourselves, like as a team, to be better. What we did, what we're gonna do today to be a better team. So it's kind of your value. It's kind of your principle that you need to have like a growth mindset. For Scrum Master, for Agile Coach, for team leader, for manager. And as I said previously, you should plan your retrospective ahead. Use this tool, use Canvas, retrospective Canvas tool. Prepare it in advance. Use it as a tool for your retro, during the retro. Use it to, spend at least 1 hour to be prepared for a meeting, because you should be prepared that you're gonna come to a retrospective and nobody gonna talk about the problems. So you should be that person who's gonna start to talk about problems. So you as a Scrum Master should come and say, okay, we have problem 1, 2, and 3. What can we do with those problems? Ask team members, because they should be as your solution providers. Not only you as a Scrum Master should provide some solutions, but it should be worked as a team. You should collaborate with your team members, so they can give you some ideas. You should brainstorm to find some solutions. Okay. So I'm pretty done with tips for retrospective. This one, I think we don't have time because we have 10 more minutes. So what would I propose to do is to use a Lean Coffee facilitation tool for discussing a problem. We have two items to discuss. First of all, I want to ask a question regarding facilitation tools. Guys, do you need more information on facilitation tools? Do you need some more details on this? Anyone?
From my perspective, I don't think I need any tools. Moreover, I need maybe some kind of techniques to improve the issue that I have raised previously. Because
Okay.
all right. No, I just wanted to say, so all the stuff that you have said previously, like to start with a simple question like "How's your day?" all this stuff. So we actually asking it on daily stand-ups. So I don't see any sense to repeat this question again. So and usually we're performing the retrospective meeting afternoon. So everyone is, so we are having already, we have a lot of communication until that meeting, you know, but at that meeting, if you're talking more specifically on any subjects, yeah, I don't have any, I'm not getting any value because nobody talks, you know, it seems we are okay, all good, but I'm not feeling all this, just so that's the problem. Maybe in reality, maybe it's okay. So maybe we really don't have any big problems or critical troubles, you know. But I would like them to speak more. Perhaps it depends on maybe like most of them are introverts because devs are very specific guys, and you know, they don't have a trust in any of that stuff like retrospective, sprint planning, stuff like that. They're just people who are technically oriented. They just wanted to try to write code, to check this code and stuff like that. Maybe that's the case why they are not speaking a lot. Maybe, perhaps. I think 50-50.
Okay, Art, I'm going to some solutions from team members because they provided it in the chat, but let's get and talk. We still have 5 minutes. Guys, what would you recommend to Art to improve, to solve this problem with retrospective? As this is a real case and we all as a Scrum Masters can help Art with this case scenario. So guys, please don't hesitate to speak up and provide some recommendations to our participant.
Yeah, basically I already wrote in the chat. So I just wrote what really helped for us. It's not like silver bullet which will help in any team or sort of, but really we discovered what our developers during the sprint, they often have the topics to discuss, but when time comes to the retrospective, they really forgot about it because they do not have yeah, you mean I mean Scrum Master has time to prepare for retrospective, but for developers, even if it's not so low at the time, but it's usually not the case. Usually developers are nearly always overloaded. They do not have time to prepare it. They just get notifications of the meeting and then they quickly jump in, and it's really hard for them to make their mind works in other condition, like thinking what we can improve. He, instead of thinking what he can improve, he would better open the second window and there try to debug something or sort of. It's also regular case. But when we open then we open the possibility for him to put his question on the canvas during the sprint. When the problem for him arrives, he just puts it there. And then, first of all, he keeps in mind he lost, not lost, but he wrote this point there, and he's thinking, okay, retrospective is arriving, I will need to speak about it. And second point, when it arrives, he already wrote it, so he has no chance to say, okay, everything went fine, leave me alone. So that really helped us like a lot, because all team has huge amount of things to improve. And from this, the second, not the second, the third point I left appears. Basically, it's again about how your team sees these Scrum events, basically. Because if they just want to code and they do not see retrospective as a place where they will be able to solve their solutions, their problem, find solutions to their problems, then basically they do not understood what Scrum means and how it works. So maybe then some basic trainings could help them a bit, because they need to see this as a place where they arrive and can resolve all the problems which happened with them during the sprint, basically, or sometimes it's like occurring problem, not just this sprint. And at the moment, in 3 from 4 my teams, developers really are waiting for retrospective, because they really expect they will get their problems to be solved there. But these all 3 teams, they are like very self-managed teams, so they really understand the Scrum. But it took, I think, for one team, it took 2 years to be on this level. And again, you say like you do not have 2 hours for the retrospective. Yeah, that's clear. But my point, or say from my experience, sometimes not spending a bit time for the problem could lead to more time loss in the future if the problem really exists and it's not discovered. And from this point of view, maybe if you feel your team has something to share with you, but they are not open, then you can really try to play some very simple games. There is a lot on any Scrum Master resources. There are like list of the teams you can play, list of the games you can play with your team, which really opens your team and they really start to discuss. And if you spend, for example, 10 minutes for your team, then you can save a lot of time on retrospective, and then you can save time if retrospective highlighted some real problems inside the team and then they were fixed. So again, I'm not like Scrum coach, it's just experience from my teams, but in every team I met the problem you said, and using, I think, these 3 points I mentioned, we were able to solve these problems.
Yeah, cool. Thanks a lot. Yeah, no, so for you just to understand, so we have tried a lot of stuff, a lot of changes, but that's the nutshell of the problem, because they are telling or speaking about the problems during the sprint. So they can ping me, they can ping Scrum Masters, we can ping product owner to sort the problem as soon as possible. I know that's the deal. So during the sprint, we have problems, we are resolving them, that's it. Before the retrospective meeting, so we are creating a page in Confluence with us just to get their feedback, and they writing their feedback in there. But when we are coming to this meeting, actually just to discuss these problems or these issues or what was good done in previous sprint, they are not talking. You see the problem? So we are getting these issues during the sprint. We can sort them immediately because we don't have the luxury to postpone them, right? So we need to sort this up. But in the meeting, when we're coming on the meeting, so everything is written. We just read all that stuff. We are trying to discuss all this stuff, and Scrum Masters actually trying to start this conversation to make them discuss, but they're not talking. So it's not happened every sprint, every sprint. Some of the sprints are really good, so only devs are talking. That's okay. But like, I suppose like 70% from 100, they are not talking. So that's I unfortunately cannot facilitate or cannot participate in all these retrospective meetings. But that's what I have observed when I was there, and actually this is the feedback that I have got from the Scrum Masters. Very good point to educate the developers about the Scrum, at least high level understanding of what is Scrum, how it works, what is the principle, what is the ideas of the stuff. That's really cool. But it also depends on the person. So if he doesn't care about what is the Scrum, just give me the task and I will do it. But he's a good performer, right? So it's really good progress, but I think it's for the long duration. I mean, it's not happened like in 1 week. All devs will have an understanding, perfect understanding what is Scrum, how it works, and stuff like that.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, you have a good point. So,
2 questions from my side to clarify. So, who is usually participating on these meetings? PO, Scrum, and developer, and that's all, right?
Yeah. Yep. Sometimes I'm coming there just to see the weather in the team, But
could you
actually, mostly
try to ask your Scrum to do, for example, one retrospective without PO and just Scrum Master and the team, no PO and no you, and just then tell your results if it will be more productive from his perspective or less, just as experiments. I do not want to say something, just as experiments to see if there would be any difference. I mean, you can offer that experience, right?
Yeah, we did it. We tried to do this because we thought that maybe one of our participations, like my participation as a CEO, or maybe product owner, or maybe other people. So we had a couple of sprints like only Scrum Masters and developers, and that's it.
No changes.
So the same input. No changes. The same input. So I don't think because all of the people are young people, so we are really transparent with each other. So it's a really cool team, and I don't think the problem is in PO or position of the role of the. I mean, it's not depending on your role. We have tried. We have tried a lot of stuff. So that's why I'm here. Just see what else can be here.
Sorry to interrupt you. Maybe we have any other recommendations because we need to finish this meeting, and I would like to have some of your feedback. You can give some voice about give us feedback on this meeting. What was useful for you today, and what you gonna use for your retrospective? So I think you can write it on the chat, rather you can speak up with your voice.
Yeah, I have an idea. So first of all, we need to have more time that we have right now, Egor. And another point, I think it will be more valuable if this meeting will be like a real simulation. I mean, we have 8 people here, so we can just to choose one topic where we will discuss on a retrospective, and to work as a team, to ask questions, to like online collaboration if you want. And yeah, I think it will be great because you will get this output. So when all people are speaking, all people are collaborating. But it's just
I completely agree.
Idea. Because on the retrospective, so if even checklists for the retrospective, so I need to write something, but I'm just one person. But retrospective is about team. It's about people. So if all people are integrated here, you will get more greater output. So yeah.
Okay, anyone else, guys? Your feedback,
Yeah,
please.
it would be good, exactly as Art said, if we would really pick up the theme for or a topic for discussion in the beginning, one topic, vote for it, and then work on it with the whole team or the whole participants during the retrospective. And also it would be good if we would have kind of more standardized way for communication. So for example, we say, okay, we would speak with voice by raising the hands, or we would need to use board. So then every one of us will get prepared and bring the laptops, because for example, from phone board do not work fine. But now we have different channel of communication, creates a mess. And also, yeah, maybe some of us wanted to discuss other topics, but we were focused on Art's problem. And yeah, do not say we didn't brought some input or we didn't got something from it, but it's just one topic we discussed at the end of the day.
Okay, anyone else, guys, you would like to add? By the way, I'm going to share with you, because I saw a lot of requests on templates, on Canvas. So we're going to share with you those tools here on LinkedIn group and here on Telegram group. I'll take care and I'll prepare it for you guys. Just wanted to add anything, because we're gonna close the meeting in 3 minutes.
Maybe somebody who didn't spoke today want to speak.
You know what I think, some of us, they're still working, so maybe it was not so comfortable. Maybe the time was not so comfortable for some of the people. Yeah, so I think we're gonna make maybe one more meeting on retro, so you can come with your cases, and we can use Lean Coffee to work on your cases.
Maybe it will be great if you will get this like top 5 random cases, and we will be able to choose until that meeting. Because, for example, you're saying that, guys, tomorrow will be, or day after tomorrow will be the new retrospective session. So here's the 5 topics that we want to discuss. Like, for example, communication, right? For example, I'm sure that everyone had issues with the communication. So we will think in advance. So what kind of cases we had in the past, right? To be better prepared for that session. You know what I'm saying? Make sense?
Yeah, thank you very much, Art, for your activity. It was really nice that you came with a good case scenario, that we still need time to discuss and get it into details of this one.
It's eternal issue with the communication.
Yeah. Okay, so thank you everyone for your feedback, for your active participation. Don't hesitate to visit those groups, and we're gonna inform you on the upcoming events, and we can discuss more case scenarios, and let's keep in touch.